Hello again, everyone. Saka here, and welcome back to PowerWash Simulator 2. And when we last left off, we did the solar system exhibit, and we have one job here for us in Detergento, the streetcar. So hopefully a palette cleanser, nice and quick. Following a successful crowdfunding campaign, we're bringing our historic streetcars out of retirement. And not only have we named each of them after notable historic figures of the town, but we've also added AI pilots trained on authentic historical data to create the ultimate tour guides for our residents. Every journey with us promises a unique and insightful experience. Today, you'll be watching Penelope Proof, 1810 to 1856, Detergento's most prolific baker. She was also an amateur sleuth, famous for crowd-barring herself into any ongoing criminal investigations. The streetcars laid dormant for quite a while, though, so some of the dirt might take some shifting. But we have the biggest, most professional power washer and all the attachments, so I think we'll be okay. Let's see if we can get to the tippity top of this streetcar. Let's see if we can climb a ladder first. Yep, we'll do things the difficult way. All right, so let's start with the top. So this is a solar-powered thingamajig. All right, sounds good. We don't need an extension. All right, wrong head. Let's go with the Urban X with the variable size. And we are chopping through that dirt nice and quick. Can we go white? Yeah, so I think we can cut through a lot with the white here. A power washer, huh? How interesting. Well, if you say so. I mean, it's just compressed water. This thing is definitely tearing into the dirt, though. I think it said we have increased power at a decreased spread. So as long as we're up close and personal, we can get things done here. So it looks like solar panel relays need to be done as well. All right, so solar power done, and that was the connectors. So connectors are set. This is going to be a little bit tricksy when we go around this outside. We'll get the top here. Looks like we have some wiring and some connectors there to do. All right, let's run the edge here. Not so tall. Yeah, I think this is going to do really well for us. Oh, a little bit of a groove there to get. We'll have to come back probably on the other side, if I had to make a guess, to make sure that that one is set. So those windows are good. And Acon power cable. And then we'll get to this center divider here and come around the back side, because I'm pretty sure this groove is going to be dirty. All right, so that's that. And then the windows actually need to be done. There we go. We'll make sure our windows are set. Good deal. And then that window is good. Yeah, we don't need any soap. We can just go right along. Oh, I see ya. We can go right along the window here. Awesome. So that is the top compartment done. Let's go green here, a little bit more high powered, but we don't have to go over anything twice. Cool, so that's the cable done. Yeah, I think this washer should make short work of anything that we need to do in the future. Yep, upper lip, definitely. All right, so that's the grating. Little box. Yeah, we're like right on top of it. Really no room to maneuver. All right, so that's the top, the grate, and that. Cool. And then there's the cables done. Alright, so that should be good there. That should be good there. Then we just got the edge. And then I think we'll be able to do the rest from the ground floor. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we have that connector as well. So we get everything nice along this edge. Hopefully the tolerances are okay. All right, let's work for the cable. All right, cable's all set. And then we'll hop over to get this cable done. There we go. Yeah, if there is any graffiti or anything like that, this should make short work of it. All right, grading done. That should be nice and quick. And then once we get to the sides, we'll really be able to do some damage. Nice, 1, 2, 3, quick and easy. All right, nice. So all that's left is the roof. And I imagine from the look of it, it'll be the underside as well. Yep, so we're all set there. Now, I'll just do a quick loop around. Move L ladder over. And of course, this ladder is going to be in the way. We'll put it right there for now. And I believe that is good. Yeah, we can kind of get under there. And then we'll have to get on the inside of the streetcar as well. Allow myself to introduce myself. Penelope Proof, full-time baker, part-time detective, out-of-hours tittle-tattler. While I'm not baking muffins, I'm busy solving crimes. And right now the oven's off. So what are you working on there, Penelope Proof? Alright, there's the top done. Alright, so do we... Yeah, let's start right beside the door here. And we'll just work our way around the exterior. Window good. Yeah, a little bit of groovage going on there. Now I imagine up and under. Okay, so just making sure up and under was good. That window is set. Yeah, this should be quick and easy. One hopes. Yep. 1920. Even though it said it was 1800 by something or another. Right, headlight good. Then what we'll do, we'll move this to the other side on the clean section. Oh, I see ya. A little bit of dirt right up under the ledge and in this little crevice. Yeah, we'll just edge that, why not? Oh, well, we got something. Shooting straight through. All right, that was that section done. Cool, so that's the front section. Let's get the steps. Cool, steps are good. Yeah, we can edge the inside here. And then once we actually go in, we'll get the door jams or whatnot. Cool. Oh, I see ya. A little bit of tricky part. Oh, and we have the rail as well. Yeah, it's really caked on. We'll have to actually pay it some closer attention. Yeah, we might have to come back on these edges. We'll just go a little bit slower. I can kind of see them. All right. Dinging is good. That's what we like to see. And then we may have to come under the edges here. All right, that is set. That is set. More in there. All right, sounds good. Just get all this crap off. So lower side body. Door arch. Door jamb. Steps. Oh, did we miss this side? Yes, we did indeed. Oh man, wheel frame. So all that goes up and under. All right. So just out of curiosity, yeah, so upper side body, lower side body. So where would we... All right, so that's rear lower body. So all this is side lower body. Aha! Up and under this lip. That's where the body comes in. Nice. All right, so the lower side body is set. Just get the grooves. All right, window set. Kind of reminds me, that window just kind of reminded me of Titanic for some weird reason. All right, we'll get the mirrors. Cool, good deal. Yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be a thing where we'll be coming back and doing a few others. As soon as you started washing, I could see your get-up. From your get-up, that something wasn't right. Uh-oh, so now she's psychoanalyzing us. Why would a power washer conceal their identity like that? It's for protection, not from my identity, but from the water splash. What was it they didn't want me to know? Oh, so is she gonna start digging into our history here? Is she gonna search my internet searches? Come on, mirror. There we go. Don't be like that. Nice. Nice. Yeah, front lower body. There we go. Yeah, door jambs and steps. Go. And now we know from the other side that the underside by the tracks, or the rail system, needs some attention. Yeah, and inside each of these window sills is going to be a little bit of dirt next to the window. We can take care of that as we move forward. Yeah, I think this other washer was good for like this situation, where we don't have to worry about range too awful much. We just got sheer power. All right, that window's set. We'll get the inside edges. Very nice. And we've almost made a complete lap around. So in a perfect world, everything from the wheels up are good. We'll just need to get the little intricate rail bits. All right, got that, got that. Lower side body. And then while we're here, we'll make sure to get this edge all the way down. Cool. Good deal. So I think that is set. Door jambs. Cool. And then, yeah, the door arch is already done from our previous work. And then one more. Nice. So let's work on this rail suspension system. All right, so we just got to go really slow. Make sure we hit this whole thing, the motor frame. And I don't know if this extends. All right, so motor frame is almost done. I see a little bit. There we go, motor frame good. I saw a little bit there. And then wheel frame. Got suspensions. Oh, the track stop bumper also needs some work. Yeah, we could kind of shoot across the back side. Nice. Didn't even have to really go to the other side. All right, so the wheel frames. We'll just kind of back up. See if we might get lucky. There's some suspension. Ah, there we go. So now the wheel frame is good. Then we got the track stop bumpers. And we know from the other side that if we get lucky, we can basically clean all this off from this side. And that'll be... Go a little bit more focus. Yeah, we might have to get it from the other side. Might as well, while we're here. Yep, there we go. So wheel frame. We'll take care of this and then widen our stance a bit. Suspension. Yeah, it looks like enough water has come across the other side that we don't need much attention. Oh, there we go. Just make sure all of that is set. There's the frame done. I can kind of see a little bit there. Alright, so suspension's good. This suspension needs some work. There we go. So suspension, 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 and suspension. I think that is the exterior done. Not to look a gift horse in the mouth here. Alright, we have some intricate detailing. Let's start in the back and work our way forward to the cabin. Oh, and yeah, this is going to be... So what we'll do, we'll just go ahead and edge the whole top of the ceiling. And then get the roof section. Individual bars. The handholds we have to do. Now we'll just go right. The cab divide. Make sure this whole roof is sectioned off for us here. Where are we stuck on? I don't know. All right, we're up. Reposition myself so I can see. All right, and then we have like the skylight section that we need to do as well. All right, let's get up in there if we can. All right, inside window done. I think if we just edge the inside here, Already, my head was swimming with more questions and answers, like a half-torn quiz book floating the 7 seas. I had to know more. Would you like to know more? Alright, so that's the inside of that done. And I don't think we actually need an extension. So all of this counts as ceiling, minus the lights. So that's good to know. As long as we don't have to focus on each individual bar. Alright, so ceiling done and all of that is done. Nice. Nope, there you go. We'll just get everything we can from inside here. This should be the skylight taken care of. Cool, so there's a skylight and the ceiling trim. Cool, so everything is now good from here up. Let's start on this door. Door window, door panel. That's rough, man. Or does this count as the same door? Yeah, I think it might. We'll just make sure that we hit both sides here. Curiouser and curiouser. There's still a lot left on that window. We'll soap it. Yeah, so really nothing happened there. Alright. Maybe? Oh, it's a closed door. So maybe we need to go up here and close this door. Where's our door operation? Is this it? Maybe we need to get some power on? Oh, there we go. Close the doors. I thought we needed... Yeah, I thought we needed power. But we're actually all set. Alright, let me run out. Get the door from here. Yeah, just look at that. It was a folded door. Oh. Well, we could have done that. Alright, cool. I'll just get right on the inside here. I'm sure these inside window jams are going to be grody. Good deal. We'll make sure that this bar is good before we move on. And we can actually see out. Nice. Around the edge and skadoosh. There was more. A van tucked away. Sure, they need equipment for on the job, but how much? Or maybe there was more to this van than meets the eye. She's going to discover our secret, whatever that is. Maybe there was something else hiding in there. Something that, at this very moment, the entire county was looking for. Don't tell me that someone stashed that dang gem in my van. Trying to frame me. I was washing. I was not a part of this ploy. The only charge I'd be guilty of is having a mouth A succulent Chinese mall. All right, let's get outside. All right, set. And while we're here, I guess we can do the standing handrail. And then the handrail over here. A little bit of soap on it from our experiment. All right, handrail good. And then we'll just go little bit by little bit. The bench will be after. Once we ensure that the windows are set. Did that ding? No, it didn't. Not yet. Oh, we got. There we go. Can we get bold and get 2 windows for the price of 1? Probably not. There's 1. And 2. Nice. Yeah, get this handrail. That's the hinges. Yeah, imagine it's going to be... Oh, I see ya. Boom. All right, got that. Ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. All right, this is kind of our line of demarcation, so we'll continue on over here. Good deal. And then while we're here, we'll get the handrail, as the door will make that really inconvenient to get to. Complete our work over here. Nice. Oh, I see the hinges, yeah. The hinges in the back side. All right, that's taken care of. Good deal. Yeah, coming through this really quickly. Window set. Yeah, a lot more light is coming through here. You'll love to see it. Yellow. Where you at? Soap. Ah, so it's up and over. We didn't get the top. Yep, there we go. So it's odd. It's probably like one of the directions we were coming from. Yeah. So based on where we were coming from. All right, so the center interior wall is still a little bit grody. Oh, there you are. All right, now it's just, so handrails are done. Now it is benches and floor. So we'll go seat by seat, kind of like the movie theater, where there was, you know, those armrests were holding right there in the corners. Is this armrest good? No, it is not. There you go. Alright, seat is good, down to the edge. This armrest is now good, yep, armrest. Yeah, we'll make quick work of this. And then we will get the cockpit, which has sort of been isolated out from the rest of the group. Alright, seat is good. Then we'll just edge. Ding, ding. Alright, cool. That's bench done. Good deal. Yeah, I kind of like the vertical positioning a little bit better for this. I could see like up under, okay, so yeah, since the bench was good, it took anything that might be hiding up under the seat. Because I imagine there would have been something hiding under the seats for sure. Alright, that is set. Handrail set. Alright, so now we are good for floor. Can we get by with white? Yeah, looks like. So rear floor. Then the wood floor we've got a ton of. Up to the driver's cockpit. Good deal. Center floor done. Now it's just confined space to the driver's cockpit. Like last time, we'll get the ceiling first. Should not take much. Thank you. Yeah, that's some caked on stuff there. But I think we're okay to still use white. We might go down to green. Just a little bit more power. Yeah, I was going to say, the mirror might be tricksy if it needs us to hit something behind. But we are good. Yeah, just making sure nothing was hidden behind that mirror. The dashboard. I think we're fine there. We'll go right on up to the dashboard. Nice. Go all the way down to the floor. We'll edge that. All right, window good. Trying to get the sills. All right, light is good. That's good. Cab interior wall still needs some help. Oh, I see. All right, cab interior wall is set. Control panel. All right, good deal. All right, so that is, I don't know if, okay, so center console is all of this. Fire extinguisher good. Yeah, I figured those fire extinguisher mounts would be different. Now this is going to be interesting to try to get this little part. There we go. Wheel is good. Pedestal is good. All right. Oh, the speed handle. All right, mounted handrail, outer window. Oh crap, it's up there. And skylight interior body. All right, skylight interior body. Outer window, mounted handrail. That's exterior grab rail. Oh, mounted handrail. And I was even saying we need to make sure this rail is good. All right, and then outer window. Oh, that one. Oh, easily done. Hey, Spursy, I managed to track Karen down. Come quick and bring everything you've got. All right, like a little bungalow or something. So let's take a look at our streetcar performance. I think it was pretty good, actually. Didn't take too awful long. Nothing was really difficult. Yeah, can't see much on that interior, but we made short work of it, closing the doors and whatnot. Hey, Rinson, thank you for another sterling effort and apologies for the minor interrogation from Penelope. I think we'll take her offline for now. We don't want her throwing accusations at everyone that gets on board. Hopefully, people can entertain themselves by looking out the window or something. Yeah, hopefully. All right, we'll continue. And a $1,500 salvage house at the Great River National Park. So this is the house where Karen's staying. They call themselves the Guardians of the Forest. But to say it's all a bit eccentric is an understatement, but you have to respect the ingenuity of anyone who can knock up something like this from a repurposed treehouse and an aircraft they dredged up from a nearby lake. Karen's definitely on to something, so I'm going to stay for a while to help out with her investigation. As you know, though, I have my standards. I'm sure they'll all appreciate the place getting a deep clean. So out into the forest, cleaning airplane parts and a treehouse. Well, crap. All right, so a lot of ladders. We do have, let's see if we can skip the big scaffold. We can just raise this thing up to the roof. As high as it will go. Yeet! All right, up to the logs. We'll start with the, dang gnome, get out of there. Oh, he's in there. Well, down you go. Yeet! All right, so we need to get up into here. It looks like these chimneys, jet engine chimney, is going to suck. Hopefully the tolerances are okay, that we don't need to get inside the stack too deep. We will have to see. And this looks like a job that we might actually need our extension. Yeah, we might hit the extension from there. It's just a lot of hidden things right in the butt crack. All right, so jet engine chimney panel is good. Just got to get in. Hi there, Karen here. Michelle gave me your number, as her coverage might drop off out there. Just to let you know, we're surveying Mount Rushless all day, and everyone else is out or asleep. You've got the place to yourself. Well, to be fair, it really didn't matter if I did or not. I'm cleaning it. I mean, it would be nice to know if someone's going to come out and say, "Why are you working? This is a non-work zone," or, you know, something crazy. And it's odd for a Karen being so nice. All right, so jet engine chimney is set. Now the chimney base we can take care of while we're here. And then we'll start at the very tip-top log and work our way down. Cool, so jet engine base is set. No time like the present. Can we get away with white? Yeah, we can get away with white a bit. We'll start at the very top. Hit our edges. Kind of like the barn. I'm guessing we will go down one side then the other. Just work top down if we can. So this is the ridge log. And it is kind of separate from the rest of the group. Yeah, we'll have to hit that in maybe from the outside. We'll get everything we can of the ridge log here. Yeah, a little bit hidden bits. Yeah, hopefully our extension, and we got all 3 extensions. So I hope that'll be enough to hit those insides if we need it. All right, ridge log there. We'll go ahead and take care of this while we can, since we can see it. All right, ridge log other side. Up! Yep, figured that would happen. All right, we'll get back up there. Pro-rise! Get me back up there, please. Oh, and a little tire swing. Yeah, so the rounded edges are going to be the things that prove us the most trouble. Let's not fall off this time. All right, get up under the ridge. Yeah, hopefully that's good. All right. Focus on the ridge for now. This one isn't too bad. And that's the ridge support. All right, so I'm guessing we have the ends to do. Okay, so the support is done, and we have everything on this end. Can we possibly... Yeah, we might need to hit it from down here with our extension. Yeah, yellow makes quick work of that. Oh, yeah. That'll be awesome. All right, so we'll work top down. I don't think we need our extension at this point. And we'll start with this side. I think we can do white. So we'll just come down to the edge here, a little bit of moss. All right, so it looks like each log is indeed separate, which will help us kind of keep track of where everything is. So we did blast all of that with water. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Oh, and up in there. Yeah, these crevices are what's really going to suck. Did we happen to get this side? Only a little bit. It may be better to do the ends while we're here, so that while we go along the length, we'll know whether or not we've done it. Just seems like a good plan of action. Jeez, with this sun I can barely freaking see. There we go. Yeah, we get all the ends. And then from the ground, we'll get all the ends as well. Put on our super extender. Probably a yellow. Oh, that cuts. That really cuts. I almost kind of want to do the whole house from like way downtown back here. As much as that's cutting. All right. Yeah, we'll come to that bridge when we get there. Speaking of bridge, there's a cockpit there. Friggin' plane sticking out. But yeah, I think our biggest enemy is going to be that stuff there. Like those little crevices. Alright, so house log, and I blasted both ends. Jeez, take a look at that. As the worst. Hopefully that was the only one like that. That has an actual gap in it. The rest looks pretty solid. Yep. So that log is good. Next log. That log is good. That log is good. All right. Now we're making some inroads here. Just be sure to hit gaps. All right. Now we are cooking with gas. Now we can go log by log. Our washer can hit the intricate edge and not have to worry about getting deep and get on deep in there. Real respectable like. Alright, what's up with you? Is there a gap we did not get to? Oh, no, it was just the end. What kind of gravy? That looks like something. Is that, I guess... Oh, a hanging rope. Okay, so the rope gets embedded from here. So you could blast the rope from the front. But if you didn't see that... Oh, God. Michelle says I should tell you what... What? Michelle says that I should tell you what we're up to out here, but be warned, Michelle thinks we're far more... Yeah, that... Either I'm tired or that was a weird way to write that. It was like writing as you're thinking. Kind of threw me off. Alright, cool. Log good. We have those ropes. As good as we can get them from in here. We'll just have to pay mind when we get downstairs. And I wonder, once we get on the ground floor, we put on an extension and we just go to town. In fact, it's one of those things where, like, I don't know if we could put an extension on now and just do the roof from one side, but I want to make sure that these intricate edges are taken care of. Okay, yeah, this is a little bit... let's give it a try. Okay, we'll go yellow. That's one of those things I don't know if this is going to get the whole job done or not. We might have to come back for it. But we can get all of this. No problem. And I think that's about as good in the groove as we can get. Yeah, and then the rest is just going to be tidying up. Please be good. Please be good. Yes. Right. Cool. So that is this whole side of the logs done. Now rinse and repeat. And when we say rinse, we really mean it. I don't know about those overhangs and whatnot. All right, so this log is really, really dirty. Is that going to be in this crevice? Because it's like we haven't touched it yet, but I blasted the side. We might have to get this thing out. All right, why are you... Oh, I see. No. We overreacted. It's the top of this. Yeah, up under the top log. And there's some caked on stuff. There we go. But taking care of it now while we can, while we're up here. Making sure our job is actually complete. So we don't have to come back up here or hit it from a funny angle. Oh yeah, and get these ropes. So that rope was good from up here. I wonder if we hit this side with the power washer from downstairs, and that's what made that rope good. All right, what's up with this log? I know we hit it. Is it something on top? Yep, something from on top. Didn't see it. I didn't see the pivotal piece of dirt that set it off the edge, but we got it. Yeah, these dang crevices are the bane of our existence. A lot of round edges that don't line up. Yes, yeah, because this hanging rope isn't close to being done. So it makes me think that we hit the rest of that from the ground side. All right, so what's up with this log? From the top? Oh, yeah, inside of the rope. So we got that. Okay, once again, from the top, I didn't see the offending dirt that hit the trigger, but at least we are getting there. It's probably this transition from me being on the side and shooting low. It just leaves a little bit of dirt. Once again, well, I know. Walk the top. Yep. We got our system now. Yeah, I saw that. Let's actually do something like this. Clean the top up. And then that will allow us to come down here and finish up. At least get it within its tolerance. Yeah, I like that approach. Yeah, so we'll just go full length of the top so we're sure that the top is absolutely clear. And here's a little bit. Okay, so the tricky bit. We'll get the grooves and as much as we can from here, and then we'll have to work from the side. Yeah, so these are all set. I don't know if it's a top bit or if it's a groove thing. Dang, another rope. Oh, maybe a little bit there. Cool, got that. So now I think the rest of it we can work on from the tail. Let's just get as much off the top as we can. Yeah, and it might be sort of that leaf discoloration that I'm seeing that might be contributing to the dirt factor. All right, on the tail. Yeet. Easy does it. Now let's get out our extensions. Maybe I should start by owning my weirdness and saying that I've always been sensitive to vibrations and frequencies. To me, certain places have their own signatures. Nice. Where Michelle and I are right now, on this bank jutting out of the volcano, there's this unique feel all around us. It's part of why I love it here. Okay. So while we're here, we'll get these top bits. All the way down. So that we don't have to worry about not having an angle. This is a big vertical stabilizer. Although my sense of scale might be off. This might be actually like a small regional jet. Ow! Stabilizer. Let's use this conveniently placed scaffold. Way taller than it needs to be. From downtown. I mean, it's working. I'm sure that's less than ideal, but yeet. Oh, right on the lip. Gotcha. But basically, I think if we can get low enough that we can take care of this inside edge, we'll be good to hit the rest from the ground. So we got stabilizer and stabilizer panels. Let's make sure all of that is set. Make sure we get all the under bits here. Yeet! We'll edge all of that. Make sure all of this is good. Yeah, and then I think we can hit the rest from the ground. Super extension! Alright, so that was the leading edge there. So this is classified as tail. There's rear stabilizer. Alright, so that's tail. Alright, so vertical tail stabilizer, the tail rudder, the tail, panel, stabilizer, rudder, tail. Good. All right, so that is the roof done and the stabilizer. Probably, yeah, I would say cockpit next. That way we can get both plane bits. Plane as an airplane, not plane as in, you know, featureless. Alright, plane cockpit window. We'll edge right in the creases. That would be the trickiest bit. Let's edge those. Alright, cable's good. Nose. All the avionics. Window. Cool. Yeah, so if we can get the whole top half, we can get the rest from the ground floor with some decent power. Just make sure all of our edges are clean. All right, we got that panel done. Fuselage panel, good. So each individual fuselage panel gets hit. And there's the window there. So I think the rest... And let's break out the big extension for maximum power. Get you out of the way. We'll get right in there. I like dings. Got the nose. Probably the tip of the nose will be the last thing. All right, that panel is set. Cargo door or cockpit door. Nice. Yeah, so the ring is good. Nose fuselage is different from nose cockpit. So nose fuselage. Where in the gravy did we miss something on the nose fuselage? It's got me perplexed. See if the nose is okay. All right, nose cockpit. Nose wiring is good. So it must be a connector between the nose fuselage and the plane itself. And it could be up top. So let's give it the old blast. Yeah, so there's nose fuselage. Or cockpit. Nose fuselage. Where are you? Okay, cool. So nose fuselage panel is right in the back. So we got the windshields, nose wirings, all that good stuff. Plane is set. All right, so I think we can work on, yeah, probably this next bungalow here, since that's sort of like the next bit of the log cabin. We'll get this roof section done and tackle it in a very similar fashion to this roof section here. Meanwhile, getting these intricate bits under here. Yeah, so that is rear wall. And with the amount of logs here, it's a very real possibility that these things are gonna hold dirt. And we're going to need to be in the grooves as much as we can be. If we're lucky, we can get the eaves as well. All right, eaves are good. So now rear wall. In a perfect world, we'll be, I guess, half done with rear wall when we get all the way down to the end. Eave support good, so we know that part's clear. All right, corner post, and then that's still the rear wall. All right, so I'm thinking I want to do the ceiling, but then I also want to make sure that the rear wall is taken care of while we're up here, you know. So I don't want to leave the walls down here unattended and then have to climb up here again when we realize we missed a bit. All right, eaves Eaves are good. Eaves support. Probably need to come a little bit lower. That's as low as we get. There we go. Eaves support. All right, so we were up here. Let's make sure every crevice in this back wall is good. And then I think I am going to hop down to the ground floor and just focus on rear wall. So once it's pinged, we know everything up to the roof is taken care of. All right, here we go. Yoink. Ouch. Let's go yellow. Okay, so rear wall is right there, and that's side extension wall. All right, run over here. And just as I surmised, it's probably something coming down from there, which is really awkward, but maybe we can see it from the lift. Yeah, all of those. Yep, so there's rear wall done, and there is rear paneling done. While we're here, I mean, we might as well take care of the things we can take care of from up here. Something like that. So then we would just need the other undersides. All right, so that is good. Underside paneling is good. Cool. So we're all set up to there. That's what I like to see. All right, that's good. Okay, rear wall is set. Oh, I don't know if we got that. But I think we can hit that from the ground. All right, those are good. And then from the ground, cool, side paneling, good. So rear paneling, side eaves, excuse me, side paneling, wall, side eaves. Oh, and the underside of the log there as well. All right, so yep. Let me check and make sure we did that on this side. All right, so now I think we can go all the way to the top and then start working top down. And just get this roof section done. And since we know that the back wall is good, we can just focus on our logs here. All right, so the edge log, we'll go ahead and take care of that before we change sides. I see a dirt right in that groove. Even more there. All right, where are you at? Maybe in here. Maybe up top. Because it's not the edges. We did the edge. At least I thought we did. No, we didn't. Okay. Why didn't we do the edge of that? Oh, we didn't do the edge of any of these. Alright, fine. Here, I thought we did. That was my mistake. And with this sun directly in our face, I can't tell if those are all good. There we go. Now I think we're set to do the roof. And once these little fiddly bits are done and we can really attack this thing from the ground using our extension, things will go a lot faster. Yeah, and I like this roof. It's not giving us any trouble. Yeah. And we already got the underside of the bottom log. So we shouldn't need to do too much with it. Thought we could be tricksy, and there we go. Nice. Shoot through these nice and quick. All right, where are you at? There you are. All right, start to be careful of our step here. Easily done. Easily done. Nice. Cool, so that is roof section done. All right, so that is wall, roof section. Everything else, I think, can be done from our super extension. So let's go yellow. All right, eaves are good. We'll pop these windows. Yeah, it's really gonna be tough to get on top of those windows with. And then the eave support. That's one of those things that we have to probably bring the scissor lift over. So that we can get into the top grooves of all of this stuff. Yeah, rear paneling. So it's like, this is great from looking down. But I guarantee, or looking from below, but looking from above, yeah, a lot of grody-ness. All right, so that's wall done. Windows still need some help. Feature wall done. That is done. So wall is good. Paneling is good. Oh, we needed the eave supports. All right, so windows. Yep. Easily done. All right, so then, yeah, back on the ground. Let's get these columns. All right, so then we can work on this section here. Mainly, I just want to put a line in the sand to say everything from here needs to be clean. When I first felt the hum of the Muckingham Merman's beam, I couldn't believe it. It was the same signature as Rushless, only much louder. Too loud. Suddenly, something dawned on me. The gemstones of the Merman must have come from beneath Rushless. If you say so. Alright, cool. So let's get this underside. We'll get it dinged. Then maybe get the swing set done. What are we caught on? Of course. All right. Please be good, underside. Thank you. All right, chain. We'll make sure that the chain is all set. Cool, so the chain is good. This chain is definitely dirty. Cool, swing set good. All right. Rubber chairs. Let's hit the sides. Underside. Then we'll hit the seat backs. Get the tops. All right, armrest good. In between the seats here, seat is good. Seat is good. Armrest good. So I think that is the chain and everything good. All right, let's finish up this post. Since it kind of sticks out and it's a separate part. Cool. So you're set. Then we can possibly hop up here and get the top. Yeah, there we go. Just nuzzle right on in. That'll work. Nice. Good deal. That's everything from this side of the house. Over is good. Okay, yeah, then we've got the tops of those. Yeah, okay. It's one of those things, the work doesn't stop. Oh, nice, we got one of those. All right, so we'll hit up this column. Since we can knock it out. All right, so that column's set. see if we can get lucky. And get this whole wall taken care of. Hopefully there's enough splash to get in there, but maybe not. Yeah, nothing from the paneling, sidewall. But that means one of these can get us all set and taken care of for that whole wall. Where are we at? There we are. Can we? Yay! Yes. Yeah, I should have got everything from the top while I was over here, but... Alright, so that's paneling. Sidewall. Nice. So sidewall, paneling, good. Everything from there is set. There we go. Little Trixie stand. Yeah, it feels like the log ceiling was the worst part. Now we're starting to get to where the tasks are nice and quick. Okay, got the side beams. Let's go ahead and get the underside of this. And then, yeah, we went ahead and got this beam too. We'll kind of stay symmetrical. What we do to one side, we do to the other so we don't get lost in the sauce. Nice. Run the length. Because I think we did the other side as well. So we'll do this one. Cool. And then we'll be set to do underside as well. And then pop up. Cool. Alright, so let's go green. Yeah, the white wasn't really taking care of everything. Alright, center beam. We'll do underside posts. Get the whole ceiling from under here. We haven't done the other walls. We'll be interested to see if those ropes get dinged off. All right, and this will be our line of demarcation. Just put basically a line in the sand right there. Yeah, we're leaving a little bit with the green. I don't know, do we go full extension white and just go the whole length? Is this a legitimate strategy? Maybe, maybe not. It is leaving, yeah. It's leaving quite a bit. But maybe one extension with the white. That way we sort of keep our width. But gain some power. We'll just go back and forth under here. Cool. Underside, good. We'll hit up these columns. All right, yeah, and this is where we pull out our extension and start working forward. Then, yeah, I think we'll have to get up here to hit this pillar. Yeah, is that pillar set? We won't worry about those easements and whatnot until we get actually here. That's handy. So we'll do this post here, our line of demarcation. We will get the... What's up? Why didn't we get this beam? This isn't something that goes above, right? Underside beam. Okay, I'm at a loss. We just needed more power. So let's stick with green then. And we'll go all the way up to this edge. It does look like there's a frame here. So we'll get all the way to the frame. Okay, so the frame actually starts there. This is underside. So we'll take care of... Whoops! Good to know we can just run through that. We'll take care of underside. And then we'll get frame. And I don't know if frame extends up any, or if it's just below. I joined the geology team studying the merman's gems to find out what they were made from. Mermaid poop. Turns out they're made from a previously unknown mineral, which we now call pacifist. They're a hangover from a collision between Earth and another planet billions of years ago. That we just learned about this from the solar system. It was obvious that they possessed incredible properties. Suddenly everything that happened before made perfect sense. Right, got that. And the frame. Yeah, the frame may be something. Okay, so frame also extends up. Alright, so we'll just get the corners of the frame. And that's boardwalk. So separate. think that is good. That should take care of that. Then we'll get corner of the frame here. And this may be another frame entirely. And it may be a case of, like, we have to go to the top to get the frame. So we did get that column completely done. Let's replicate that over here. Excuse me, ladder. Oh. Okay, so we're going to need to go up top and get all of that. Alright, so house corner post can be completed by coming up here and blasting that. Alright, so what we'll do, does one of the ladders connect up here? Yeah. So one of the ladders connects up here. We didn't do this at all, did we? Should have thought about that. Alright, so there's the eaves. And then we'll grab the extension, get everything we can from the top area here. So we can hit the rest from the underside. Ladder, you go here, out of my way. Alright, so all those are set. Now I think it's just a matter of hitting these. That's set. Cool. So if sidewall is good, logs and eaves are good. And then that post was good. Then we'll go deck beam. Nice and quick. Deck beam. Nice and quick. All right, yeah, might as well keep on going. And since these beams only go just to there, we should be able to get them really quickly. Nope, deck post also goes up. Yes, that's the same deck post. So we'll get the deck, everything from out here that we can, so that when we migrate up to the deck, things will tick off. All right, where are we at? There we go. And this one, yeah, this one extends up too, unfortunately. We'll just cross our I's, dot our T's. And then when we get to the top, we should be okay. And that's at a funny angle. I thought we could get away with it. All right, let's go up just to here. Climb. All right, that's top taken care of. What are we... Yeah, I was going to say, what are we missing? Yeah, the difficulty on this one lies with all of the connecting pieces. And really the inability to see everything from all angles. Round sucks. I don't know if we can get over here, let's say. Get it up. Whew. Okay. As a matter of fact, since we're up here, blast everything that we can see. Hopefully that's enough to get... Yeah, the shadows are going to make it hard to see what we haven't got as well. Yeah, so it's just a map. Oh, I see. Can we hop up here? Nice. Good tolerances for those fiddly bits. Because it knows you really have to go out of your way to get one of those good. Cool. And we need to do the underside of this deck rail. But that's the thing, is like once we get up there, we'll be able to actually see those. Those wouldn't be too difficult. Alright, so I think that's everything we can do from under here. Now we have to do... Okay, so boardwalk and such. Boardwalk rails. Boardwalk frame. Then we can do the underside of the boardwalk as well. Alright, so those posts should go up. Now this post is by itself. Can we get lucky? Yep, nice. Finally, in the sun, we can see things. Yeah, I'll be interested to see what we have forgotten when it starts getting all said and done. How many little intricate things that we do not have. Alright, then we'll get this next cross beam. Thankfully, it's easier to maneuver around these, so it's not so difficult. Backside. Yep, backside, underside. And I got up to that post as much as we can. So hopefully that will fire once we get up there. Alright, does white do the job here? Let's go green. Green may indeed do the job when we get boardwalk underside. And that is step. Alright, so before we go to the top, we'll make sure that the steps are good. Can't tell if that's a wood pattern or dirt. Alright, boardwalk underside good. Let's get these posts that go up that's not connected to the steps. All right, then the rest are steps. So let's make absolutely sure the underside of these steps are golden, so that when we do the top, everything will fire. Good deal. And that's going to be really inconvenient. Luckily, yeah, this is just at the height. Oh, and that frame as well. Crap. So we won't know if we got everything there until we climb up. But I believe we did. We'll get this mess. All right, I think we're solid there. All right, we can get back at the steps here. And top of the step. So I think this post is... Nope. That's about as good as we can get from here. Alright, so let's start at the top. Get all the railings and whatnot that we can from here. Alright, yeah, we can get that from the actual steps itself. The main thing is to not have anything on these outsides. Right, outside's good. And then I think we had, yeah, these inside steps. Just make sure that when we hit the steps coming up that they'll ding, because everything below is taken care of. So that's staircase landing. And it kind of looked like the staircase landing actually also extends to the top. We'll see. Alright, start with the post. Post is good. Post is good. Alright, so let's come down the banister. Let's say start up here. Cool, that one's good. We'll go right down the staircase rail. Good deal. And we'll come, yeah, same way. Cool. Boardwalk post. Dang it! And we'll come down the railing. Oh, I see a little bit of overhang. So we're going to have to get that as well. Okay, yeah, we can get that from actually going up there. All right. All right, post good. Cool. All right, fiddly bits. Step good. Step good. Step good. All right, so that's a different staircase frame. That's a different staircase frame. Whew. Okay, got that. Staircase frame again. Oh, staircase rail. Good deal. Up and under that. Phew. Yeah, we're getting into the fiddly bits now. Okay, what's up with this staircase frame? Was it up and under? Yeah, up and under the stairs. Alright, so that step's good. We might have to go green on this one. So we'll separate out the staircase and the landing here. That post needs some attention. Alright, good deal. Up and under that. Alright, so staircase post still needs some. Okay, that's from the inside. Alright, handrail good. Staircase. Yep. Post. Those two are good. Staircase rail is good. Cool. Staircase landing good. Step good. Step good. Step good. Somehow Blake Thrust knew all this before anyone else and destabilized the volcano a few years back trying to get some. And I suspect Big Tech are moving in to succeed where he failed. Right, so that was good. Awesome. Awesome. If a one-man drill destabilized the entire volcano, imagine what extensive mining rig would do. Good deal. So we got some staircase frames, and then the post is good. Steps. Step. 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 Alright, post is good. Post is good. Kind of got like a weird corner there, yeah. Do we hit? Yeah. Just hit the whole top. Oh, hello. Landing gear. Didn't even see you there. We'll just get the tops of these done. All the way up to the deck. There we go. We'll do the same thing over here. So that while we clean, we know that if we hit the sides, Everything should be awesome. Nice. All right, forward. Good deal. Good deal. Nice. Yeah, doing our good work from the outside is now making this process a lot easier. So we got all those top decks and rails. All right. So that frame still needs some help. Where in the gravy? Okay. Didn't see it. Just had a feeling. Just had a feeling. All right, let's go outside. Okay, cool. All right. So that has everything there. So this is where I think we can get our extension. Oh crap, we gotta hit those top windows. So this is where I think we need to bring a ladder. Or we could bring the scissor lift. We could try to get the scissor lift on top of there. That's one of those things before we do really anything else. We'll see if we can bring the scissor lift, where the gravy is it? Okay. Up on top of the deck so that we can get to the top of those windows, all that good stuff. Knock all of that out before we continue on. All right, so I think all those posts and whatnot are still good. Can we put you here? We cannot, so it's going to be big ladder then. I don't want to use big ladder, but we have to use big ladder. I thought we could jump up. Hopefully the tolerances are good. I mean, it's either that or move the big old scaffold in front of the house. Yeah, we're not getting anything done here. Not really. Yeah, I think we're going to have to long bomb the scaffold. Especially back there. Okay, we're good. Oh, we finagled it. I don't know how, but we did, and I'll take it. All right. Now I think we're good. Place this ladder over here. Get back to work. All right, so the rope there is good. Hanging rope there is good. big wings. Okay, that stabilizer panel is good. All right, good deal. Hanging rope, hanging rope, hanging rope, hanging rope, hanging rope, hanging rope, rope. Good deal. So let's get these. Okay, so that's all front wall, and that is door surround. Top of the window pane. Yeah, I knew we had some sides. There's a window, good. Front wall set. Front wall good. Window pane. Nice. Now I think we got all these lights. And we got the cord as well. That's the surround. Let's make sure we got all these lights as well. I'm getting a very Tailspin vibe now with like all the plane parts and whatnot. Oh, yep, Tailspin. Oh, yo, Tailspin. All the trouble we get in with another Tailspin. Oh, yep. Oh, yo. Alright, so that's the handle. There's the door. Ah. So I think it's just this deck. Maybe we can go white. And then we got the wings out front. The decoration pieces. And 90% overall done. That's what I like to see, which means there could be, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of overall dirt on those wings outside. But not a whole lot of pieces, I wouldn't assume, but maybe ailerons, flaps, slats. All right, so that's deck floor, boardwalk floor. Then we have the wings and the lights. Hit the lights! So I imagine, can we ever so gently? No, we can't. All right, let's get the big scaffold over here so that we can hit it from the top. At least the bits that we can't hit from the ground. From downtown. The range is tremendous. Yeah, I think that's good there. Yeet! Then we gotta get the underside. Let's edge all the way down. kind of jumped a little bit. A little bit of dirt in that crevice, not bad. And I imagine this wraps around to the other side. And then if everything is awesome, yep, we'll start dinging off. Then we just got the other wing to do, massive wings. So that's the leading edge. All right, wing. Cool. So that's the wing done, and I think all the bits there. All right, so that's the top. While we're here, we might as well. Hit that leading edge. What's with the foliage there? All right, good sign. We're starting to get some highlights to show us where we need to go. It's just weird, this funny angle. I wish we could rotate our washer 45 degrees. Because that would be ideal. What are we getting caught on over here? Oh, the steps. Excuse me, light. And I think the lights will be the very last thing we have here. Right, cool. So yeah, I hope our angle was good enough to get the very top of that. I think we're okay. All right, that's a good sign. Okay, yeah, so all that's connected. Okay. Got it. And then we should be done after this with the lights, little light bulbs. All right, that is that. All right, wing. What is left here? The edge? Yep. All right, cool. Now we've got the hanging light. So luckily we don't have to do, yeah, the cables connected to it. Stupid. Tell you what. Okay, that... What do you want from me? Okay. Oh, the cable. All right, so nose sensor. Nose sensor. I didn't even see a nose sensor. That doesn't sound familiar at all. Nose sensor. Is that it there? Nose wire. Shield frame. Nose wiring. Nose sensor. Tell you what. All right, wing panel and extension ridge support. All right, the extension ridge, eave support, rear wall, eave support. Oh, I wonder if it's one of these. Eave support, eaves, feature window, rear wall. I don't know. Let's go wing panel. At least I know where that is. No, that's a flap. Wing. Wing flap. Wing panel. Extension, roof, ridge, support. Extension roof, ridge support. Eaves. Eave support. Ridge support. Nice. Are you still under that NDA? I suppose there's no harm getting you back to Fortune's mine to clean up your mining dump truck. When can you get here? Oh, we got the big boys. And old girl was saying how mining was dangerous and could upset, you know, the volcano, and mining would be even worse. So do we want to wash this truck? I mean, we have to. Sprucey, I think we might have found evidence of something truly significant, so I doubt we'll be back to sign your work off. Michelle asked if we can just send one of your time-lapse vids and we'll ping you the cash. Thanks. Oh, and if you see anything interesting in your travels, let me know. I'll be sure to keep you in the loop this end. All right, so we got some money, got some more P points. We are back, and our next task is a super mining truck. So that should be fun, but that will do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next PowerWash Sim 2 video. Take care.